Ugh, there's too much light. My blessed mess forsaken! These fairy tales are months to bleed, so dull and dry, a lifeless dream. I'll brew 'em bleak, I'll craft 'em dark, to make 'em grim, that's my hallmark. My guts fill up with pretty tales, their prissy cuteness never fails to make me peel, to lose my wits, to knock my teeth and give me fits. Now the rancid, stale and foul, despise the happy ending. Gross and nasty make me howl, though they may be offending. I'm here to build true tales of light, of fear and woe, bring back the light. I ain't dumb luck, a door up tuck, my humble goal is to run the guard. If you know the German or Chinese versions of this tale, you're better off. This Cinderella panders to the emotionally decrepit and mentally deficient. If you've eaten recently, be forewarned. Melodrama is as hard on the digestion as it is on the heart. Once upon a time, when dreams were more than wishes, the blameless wife of a wealthy man fell mortally ill. Dearest child, be dutiful and good. Your father and heaven will protect you. The difference between wishful thinking and a lie is often undetectable, but claptrap is easy to spot. Father's a swine. He consoles his grief with a new wife. Daughter, embrace your new mama. And this is your new sister. And your other new sister. Love them as you love me. Perfect opportunity for her to slit their throats, or at least show the disdain they deserve. But she persists, playing the dutiful daughter, as if anyone cared. Dissatisfied with provincial life, the harridan drags them all into town to be closer to the royal family and its loathsome sycophants.
Mama, my rubbish is gone!
Then your pardonnez-moi, my preciosity. Wipe your maw when time permitteth.
Let's play jiggers round the booby!
Ooh, I love jiggers. Can I be the booby?
Cinderella! Tidify this mess and tend the fire.
She is friendless, deprived of a real name. Her father tolerates her tormentor and the insulting moniker. I'm the prince. I proclaim a fancy dress ball. All comely young women are invited. Blah, blah, blah. Look at me, I'm the prince, etc., etc. Blah, blah, blah. The stepsisters almost soil themselves. So excited are they on reading the royal announcement.
Mama! Mama! I must go to the ball!
Mama! Mama! Make the men buy us new dresses!
Papa, may I go too? The prince has requestified only pretty girls, Cinderella. Besides, you have chores to do. Collect those tears and use them to scrub the floor.
Most would be loath to say it, but she brings this on herself. Copious weeping is as tiresome as it is ineffective.
All done. I've finished my chores. May I go to the ball? The way you look, you'd be a blot on our kitchen. If you have no pride, at least consider it us. Now shut up, stay here, and make yourself usefully.
If tears were weapons, she'd have conquered worlds. But as they are not, she is merely wet. So rather than whacking her tormentors with a red-hot poker, or inflicting other damage on them, she calls on her deceased parent for succor.
Mama, please give me a dress so that I might look pretty. And now give me a carriage so that I might go to the ball.
She goes unrecognized. Surprising, no? Unbathed after her hard day's labor, she dances with the prince and steals his heart. Well, there's no accounting for taste. A midnight expiration of magical powers is just silly, isn't it? Sunrise, maybe.
With this slipper, I'll track her down.
Not a particularly romantic turn of phrase. Perhaps she thought of using dogs. Doesn't that thing stink? She's been dancing all night. So, based on a twirl or two round the dance floor and possessing only her odoriferous shoe, the prince searches for the love of his life.
Is this yours? No? Thanks. Is this yours? No? Thanks. Is this yours? No? Thanks. Is this yours? Yes? Oh, how wonderful. I found you. My prince. Will you marry me, whatever your name is? Yes.
They're alleged to live happily ever after. Typical. This ending does not satisfy. Nothing suitably gruesome happens to her family. They behave abominably and earn nothing for their conduct. I ask you, when cruel miscreants go unpunished, what good's a happy ending? The German version of Cinderella, for example, after engaging our sympathies with parental abuse and rank discrimination, delivers a satisfying meal of fortuitous resolution, seasoned with harsh revenge. If you'd prefer a tale where the guilty, mean, and stupid receive their just deserts, play on. Cinderella's mother falls ill. Looks like she might hang on for days, doesn't she? Let's make her sicker. Make it gross. Rights of fright. It must die.
Hello everyone, welcome back to American McGee's Grimm. This is the tale of Cinderella. This is actually kind of a fun tale because, as well, Grimm depicted in the theater. There are different versions. This is actually a tale that has many different versions amongst like cultures around. And yes, many other versions of those cultures actually have a much more darker tone to them, which, in my opinion, makes it much more intriguing that way. I won't spoil much about the other versions, or even like the Chinese version of Cinderella, because I actually have read that tale, and let's just say I tend to prefer that just as much as the German version than what we have here. But I won't reveal much other than that. If you guys want to know more, you could probably I'll see if I can try finding a link of the story, and I guess drop a link in the description for those who want to know. So yeah, by all means, I'll do that for you guys at least. Why? Because I'm feeling generous, and I want to be able to show some more of like shows I actually kind of care about. Yeah, but pretty much our story here begins with very simple. Cinderella's mother grows ill and pretty much is on her deathbed. We also have a pair of lovers here. Well, doesn't really end well anymore. But in essence, in order to make her seem more sicker, we're gonna sort of ruin their day more so. Because, yeah, they're sick, but then there's like plague-ridden. And if we can make her plague-ridden, well, She'll suffer real big now, won't she?
Now I'm foul.
But yeah, just as always, we're just kind of casually turning everything to their darker counterparts. Alright, the sky is looking lovely. I say at least. Chickens are getting their just desserts. Everything's looking kind of all piss poor. As you would expect in pretty much at the time period of these stories are usually like kind of medieval to the dark ages of Europe. So usually there's always that class rank discrimination, and there's a secret in this lovely little barrel here. Pretty much, if you were basically in which that class thing I mentioned is pretty much is a very simple way. If you were not of noble birth, you were poor, and if you were poor, you were pretty much peasant. If you were a peasant, well then you were living with dirt. You probably didn't know how to read. You didn't know really much anything other than what your lord told you, and you know what? You believed your lord because, well, the lord was right. It sounds messed up, but unfortunately those were the times back then. For the most part, at least. I am going nowhere really fast, so I think for now, let's continue onwards, at least.
Stop it! Oh yeah! You're better than Typhoid Mary! Spreading death and mayhem like one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. My kind of gal!
Cinderella's mother is put to rest. Mourning cleanses the soul. It's not supposed to make you happy. They all ought to be sadder.
Make it nasty.
And yes, we are going to definitely do just that because, well, again, it's of that fashion of you just lost your wife, you lost your family. Usually with lower class, it wasn't just like arranged marriages, so it was just like you're doing this for political reasons. You actually probably legitimately loved someone, and you're probably trying to just keep a progenital thing. And you know, if you had a good child and you actually did fall in love with your spouse, losing them is still tragic nonetheless. So, unfortunately, our husband here doesn't really care all that much because
Don't be good!
well, he goes and decides, I'm just gonna go marry whoever I wish and go deal with a terrible, terrible person, but that is for later. So instead, let's finish off the homeland over here. Make people properly miserable and plague-ridden. Gets rid of them and shows them what for and what's not. Especially this tree. This tree especially in this guy, where it stands out awkwardly amongst everything. And also, of course, our dead children, because, well, yes. So let's go deal with the people in the graveyard, who I know are probably fixing everything. I can tell by that tree regenerating. They can't hide from me forever. You cannot hide at all. Also, I will say this, much like the woman without the girl without hands and some other people I've mentioned, I love their dark counterparts. I actually really do like Cinderella's dark world counterpart in this game. It's actually not only that, but actually now I think a lot of my favorite tales in this game are actually of the second season. We already did the Master Thief. This is another one of my favorites, and I believe there's 3 more tales left, or 3 more tales that we haven't done that are probably like again amongst my favorites of this tale. So with that said, why don't we make the mourners and grievers more sad.
Woo-hoo! She won't stay dead.
No wraith, no wrath, like that of an undead mother. And zombies don't discriminate.
Whoops! Here we go then. Over to the other side. Feels a little slimy. Nice though.
And with that, let us continue onwards with the next scene. So, yes.
Cinderella's father quickly remarries. I despise a white wedding. The crime, the hypocrisy. Let's make it a black wedding. Make it nasty. Make a mess.
Oh, Grimm, I could not disagree any more with that statement. I too dislike very adulterous marriages like this, where it's just like, I'm going to rebound so quickly without any chance of mourning, even though I should respect. Well, they get exactly what they deserve. And, well, a white wedding are usually, like, you know, known to be a happy occasion. Like, there's usually a lot of crying, there's usually cheering, there's all sorts of joyous and wondrous occasions to join the unity between a man and a woman who have fallen in love and are joined together in the powers of holy, and the union of holy matrimony, and all of that wonderful sensation. And by God, do you people really believe that I'm saying sincerely? At least not actually, scratch that. I mean that sincerely, just not with Cinderella's father now. He is probably the one exception to the rule that'll say, you disgusting Schwein! People like him sort of disgust me the most as they show their dark. Because everything deserves their proper time to mourn. And that's true. Like, it's no truth that grief is a tragedy that all people have to deal with at some point or another. However, when you just use that to rebound off like immediately and just marry some random ass person and pretend like it's a happy occasion, then well, guess what? I have a problem with that. Because basically, you're in essence. You are, or at least in my interpretation to that, you show how little that person actually meant to you in the first place. And again, it is very, very possible and very, very likely that I am just, you know, seeing things and just, you know, I'm looking too deep into that. It's very possible, I won't lie. But again, it's something I kind of take a look into, and it's just, well, you Schwein! You had someone who cared for you, and you decided to, you didn't care when she died. You just bounded off and decided to get yourself into the pants of the closest person because, oh well, she was pretty. You didn't even care about her personality. Actually, oh, that's actually there's some scary commentary about that with the actual story itself. I wonder.
But stop it!
Oh well. Either way, let's continue onwards, making this wedding, well, sort of a blacker wedding.
No!
Make them fear that. Make them fear that highway. Save and that right entirely. Also, yes, that church bell does not stop ringing at all. But as a cooler note, at least with it, the further away you are, it does actually kind of gradually like lowers the volume. It progressively gets quieter and quieter the farther away you are from it.
Now,
while still resonating in the air itself, which, admittedly, it's a cool thing to me at least, because I like audio and whatnot, so it's kind of one of those few things I nerd out about.
Cool water.
So yeah, I know it probably doesn't care. Probably people don't care. I know, but I kind of think it's kind of at least in the end. So let's finish this last bit, and we will, well, deal with the cake.
Romp and stomp. Zombie Mummy is back. Talk about an uninvited guest. But this wedding party deserved to be crashed. Oh, they all do, but this one especially.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I won't lie. A zombified wedding would be like the coolest concept to me right then and there. I mean, seriously, you get zombie people in your wedding. It's like the ending of that one wedding in The Corpse Bride. Only kind of cooler, even though that was still cool itself. Either way, I am digressing. Next scene.
Cinderella's family moves to a new home. A compulsively cleaned home begs to be messed up. Make it gross. Let's kill the clean!
And with this, our new story continues on as, well, the marriage has been made. Cinderella has her new horrible stepsisters to deal with, on top of her stepmother. And, well, the stepmother decided, let us move to this lovely abiding house in the middle, closer to the royalty, and Cinderella's father, as the utter tool that he is, says yes. Isn't it so clean and wonderful and looks all peaceful and stuff? Yeah, we're messing it up. We are going to mess it up something fierce, and I am going to enjoy it. I will say though, I actually attempted at some point. I actually did try to do the speed metal for this mission. It's really unforgiving. It's kind of unforgiving because you really do have to move very fast to do this, and I guess sort of demands you know where you're going first, but since that's not the main point of this wonderful little playthrough of mine, I'm just kind of taking my time and messing this up also perfectly. We're already getting briar-thorn trees and whatnot, and vines tangling up the mortar work. I think I broke a window or two over there. And yes, even more themes of the dead and the undead, the dead and undying. Kind of cool that they're keeping that theme. It's again one of the cases of I love when a tale pretty much has this theme and they just kind of rock it the entire way. It's kind of cool to see what all can be done through it.
Now who's rotten? Cinderella's new family force her to do some dirty chores. She's named for one of them. Hell, she should be covered in ash. Make it disgusting.
And yes, that child was absolutely murdered by the thing. It's kind of by the gate. Sorry, it kind of amused me a bit. But yes, Cinderella is forced to do chores. Some very, very needlessly cruel ones. Mostly to the point where she no longer has a name for herself at all, and yet she's just called simply Cinderella, which is named after an actual chore. Which I believe eventually there's a certain chore that's named after her. What that chore is, though, I don't fully remember. Again, I'll probably look it up, and I guess editor me will, and I'll probably just put it up in editing, and
so secret now.
There's a sneaky secret behind that door. But yeah, I'll probably look it up, and you'll probably see a little caption around here somewhere saying that. But yes,
Stomp it good.
This is what Cinderella has to go through for a while, so
Stomp it good.
For the sake of the story, let us make it even more miserable for her.
But stomp away. She'll be a cinder soon enough. Look at her go! Into the pigsty. Never heard stop, drop, and roll, I guess. Now she's a cinder and she stinks. I date her now, baby.
And that was tale 3, and that was scene 3 of Cinderella. I'm gonna call it for now, so we'll continue on kind of as usual. So next time we'll finish off the story of Cinderella. So take care, everyone. Bye. Bye.